So welcome back to some video game news, and I'm going to get right into it here. Something happened on the weekend that was very, very cool, something very unexpected, something I've wanted to hear for a very long time. It was one of my E3 predictions, and that is that there is a Final Fantasy XII remake coming. Now, remake, remaster, this is where we get into the funniness of this, is that the composer, Arnie Roth, was at Distant Worlds. He was at Pittsburgh, doing a concert there, and he announced that, Square Enix is working on Final Fantasy XII, the remake that's coming out, next year, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's like, in the audience is like, what? You can hear everybody going, what the fuck? Is he supposed to be saying this? So, I don't think he was supposed to say it at this concert. Maybe it was planned, but I thought they'd probably do their own mini event because that's quite a big deal. I've been looking forward to Final Fantasy XII, a remake or a remaster for a very long time. It's one game on my bucket list that I need to finish in my lifetime. I always get about halfway through and I've always quit and I've always been mad at myself for it. So a remaster will be fantastic to go through the game again and to go all the way through the game. And for anybody picking up the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, I know another remake, a remake to the very first Gears of War game, upgraded and, to look this generation. I still thought the last Gears looked pretty good, but to see, expanded upon and to look even better than that, then I'm into that. But one thing that's kind of cool, if you do get the game, you can get the first game, the second game, the third game, and Judgment. You can download them as backwards compatible, games on the Xbox One. So you can have all your Gears of War games on the Xbox One, which is kind of cool. And I think that's running from August till December. Now, a lot of people have been talking about some of the practices, some of the working conditions at Konami and how it's really terrible there. And, if you're working a job and you're not doing well in the job, they'll make you into a janitor or something like that. And all I can kind of say about that is it's not surprising. Like, Konami's just sounded like such a terrible place to work in the last few years, It's just all going to shit. If you want to work on mobile games and you want to have a terrible time in life, go to Konami. And just to dispel one rumor that was going around over the weekend as well, is that Michael Bay is not directing any Gundam shows out of Japan. That was a huge rumor that was coming out. A couple of sites put it up. A lot of people believed it. I nearly believed it, but I'm like, there's no freaking way they would get this guy to direct Gundam. There's no way. That doesn't make any sense. And if he did, that would be fucked up. So right now is Gamescom in Germany. A lot of games are being shown. A lot of Final Fantasy 15 going on. What I was really excited to see, and I just got a chance to see the gameplay demo of it, was Scalebound by Platinum. It looked unbelievable as your character's running beside this gigantic dragon and you're both fighting all these troopers on the ground at the same time. I thought it looked really cool, and you're picking up loot at the end of it. And then at the end of that gameplay demo, they showed multiplayer that you go up to fight this gigantic Hydra type of creature, and all of a sudden, it looked like, pretty intense, like you can't take this on your own. All of a sudden, you had friends of yours showing up to help you out with their dragons as well. I thought it looked great. I thought it looked amazing. People were complaining about the frame rate, and I'm like, man, oh man, people complain about everything nowadays. Like, seriously. I was so excited to see it. I'm a huge Platinum Games fanatic. I love them. I really love that company more than anybody these days. I really do. So, all I saw was a really fun game. And I'm not blinded by any stretch of the imagination. I thought it looked really, really good. The other game they showed was Dark Souls 3. Now, what can I say about this? It looked like a very, very beautiful looking game. But what got me the most was the speed of it. Compared to all the other Dark Souls games, this looked a lot faster. It did in the gameplay, to me at least. I thought it looked really fantastic. Something definitely to look forward to. So that's a little bit of the game news that's going on right now. A little bit of the stuff that I was interested to talk about. It's Gamescom all week, so I'm sure we'll hear a lot more stuff coming out of there. So anyways, guys, until next time.